everyone. This is Scott, W2BLT, and this is the Morning Brew for the 28th of August. This is net number 1039 for those keeping track. And just a couple announcements before we start here. 10 o'clock this morning, we have the 20-meter net on 14.317. Come join Roger and Randy, and I'm sure Roger will hear you. Check in, say hello. And tomorrow night, the Youth Net at, I believe it's 8 o'clock, right here on the East Coast Reflector. Come join the youth, and if you have any third-party traffic in the house, why, get them on there and show them what ham radio is all about. Alrighty, the question of the day is, we're talking pizza. Thin crust, regular, or deep dish? That's kind of interesting, I think. I don't really have a preference, but I had a pizza a couple weeks ago that you could read the paper through. It was so thin. But with that, let me acknowledge the text check-ins here, and then we'll take our mobiles. We had KA8BYU Roy, KC2NJV Wayne, W9AFK Adam, KM4WZD Joe, KE2EIO Michael, KE2EDS Mark, KD9YUZ Jimmy, KB3EYR Greg, KE4NTG Walter, KE2GGD Russell, and K1MCO down in Orlando, Florida at work there. Alrighty, if you're mobile, and please only if you're mobile, come with your call sign twice and slowly.
Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet November. Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet November is mobile and in and out.
Kilo 4, Kilo Zulu Zulu, KK4, KZZ mobile.
Pro mobile.
Kilo Quebec 4, Uniform X-Ray Juliet.
Yes.
Kilo Quebec 4, Uniform X-Ray Juliet mobile in and out.
Kilo Charlie 1, Juliet Papa Delta. Kilo Charlie 1, Juliet Papa Delta, mobile in and out. Good morning.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Alpha Lima. Kilo India 5, Whiskey Alpha Lima. Good morning.
Alrighty, we'll hold it up there. We recognize from the bottom up, we had KI5WAL, Robert out in Conroe. We had KC1JPD, Jeffrey of Milton was in and out. We had KQ4UJ. Is that a correct call sign, KQ4UJ? Kilo Quebec 4, Uniform X-Ray Juliet, KQ4UXJ. That's better, KJ. Down in Charlotte, North Carolina, was in and out. Thanks for joining us, and have a great day. We had KQ4ORK Barry, KK4KZZ Mark, and KZ4JN Anders in Gainesville was in and out. Let's go down to KK4KZZ Mark in Gainesville, Florida. Good morning, and talking pizza. Do you like thin crust, regular, or deep dish?
Good morning. Hope everyone's having a good week. My week has been a little bit busy as I'm on call and working a little later. Anyways, pizza. Kind of depends the mood I'm in, but most of the time I think we have regular crust. So we'll say regular. And hopefully it's a good day for everybody. And I'll send it back. KK4KZZ. Have a great day, everybody.
Where it's 80 degrees and a fairly nice day compared to the last few weeks. Pizza. I like a good New York, I'm going to call it regular because not too thin pizza. Hard to find a good pie here in Florida, but I do have one or two places. Hope everybody has a great day. Back to net control, 73 KQ4 ORK in Apopka, Florida. Back to net control.
Alrighty, Barry, you have a fine day, and thanks for joining us this morning. KI5WAL, Robert out in Conroe, Texas. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning to everybody on the Brew Crew, and I appreciate what you guys do holding this all the time. I don't get to call in as often as I like to, but I would go on the question today. I'm going to have to go with thin crust. I like it where you can read the paper through it like you said earlier, so that would be my answer. Everybody have a great day, 73.
Alrighty, thank you, Robert. I'm glad you were able to get in this morning. You have yourself a fine day. W3CVE, Chuck in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott and Vicky and everybody on the crew. Put me down for a thin, Scott. Like the paper thin. Have a great day, W3CVE.
Then it is, Chuck, and thanks for joining us this morning. And last on this mobile list, a WA8PGV, Dan in Sterling Heights, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, Brew Crew. This is Whiskey Appalachia Papa Golf Victor, Dan in Sterling Heights. Yeah, you know, I'm from Detroit, so I have to like eat this pizza, maybe invented in Detroit back in 1947. Back to you. Have a good day. Whiskey Appalachia Papa Golf Victor, clear.
Alrighty, thank you, Dan. Deep dish it is. And, oh boy, I guess I did take the mobiles plus. Let's go to the back of the top and take these text check-ins. We have KA8BYU, Roy in Blaisdell. Good morning, Roy.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew. KA8BYU. Well, you forgot one option. Stuffed. But I go for the regular usually. Back to you.
Alrighty, thanks, Roy. And you can have stuffed and still have a very thin crust on it. Have a good day. Thanks for joining us. KC2NJV, Wayne in Belmore, New York. Good morning, Wayne.
Good morning, Scott and the rest of the Brew Crew. Pizza in the morning. Sounds interesting. I like them all. Can I say that? If I can't say that, I'll go for deep dish. Have a great day.
Alrighty, thank you, Wayne. Yep, I like the deep dish myself. W9AFK, Adam, Downers Grove, Illinois. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Being from Chicago, it's all deep dish. So you can be down for deep dish pizza. W9AFK, back to that.
Alrighty, thank you, Adam. And the last time I had deep dish was from a place out there, and I'm sure you know it, called Lou Malnati's. Awesome pizza. Thanks for joining us. Have a good day. KM4WZD, Joe in Claremont, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning to the crew. I got to tell you, I am really struggling with this one. So I'm going to say all of the above. If that's not a legal answer, come back to me. But I don't know that I've had a whole lot of pizza that I just plain didn't like. Hope that works for everybody. 7-3 is all. Take care. Happy Thursday. It's KM4WZD. Back to net.
Alrighty, Joe. Yeah, we could put all down there. That's just fine. Have a good day, and thanks for joining us. KE2EIO, Michael in Elman, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, everybody. Well, because pizza varies depending on where you're at, I'm going to say regular. That way you get the local flavor. It's KE2EIO 73 to everybody, and back to that. Thank you.
All right, have a good day, Michael. Thanks for joining us. KE2EDS, one of your hosts on the open mic night here on the Reflector, Mark in Elma, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky and the rest of the crew. I'm going to go with regular. I do like the occasional thick crust, but definitely more of a regular person. Have a great day. KE2EDS.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate you joining us this morning and all you do. KD9, why use that? Jimmy in Wakarusa, Indiana. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky, and everybody else on the crew. Beautiful day here in Wakarusa this morning. It's raining. Make mine a thin crust, Scott. Trying to stay away from massive amounts of bread, but you got to have a little bit. Everybody have a blessed day. KD9YUZ back to net.
All righty, thanks, Jimmy. And you have a good day and enjoy the rain. This is W2BLT. Next up, KB3EYR, Greg in Quarryville, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Greg, and we're talking pizza. Thin crust, regular, or deep dish?
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky and everyone on the Brew crew. This is KP3EYR. And yeah, it's kind of a tough question if you like pizza, but if I had to choose, I would go with the deep dish. Back to net control.
Deep dish it is. Have a good day, Greg. KE4NTG, Walder in Hollywood, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning again to you there, Scott, and to Dick, Vicky, and everybody else who was in the Zoom room. I'm sorry I pulled out real quick. I couldn't find my mute button on the on my app. They changed it, so I have to figure out how to do that. In any event, to answer your question, after leaving New York, it's tough to find a good pizza, but you know, down here they got a pretty decent thin crust. Where I am in Hollywood here, so I'll go with thin crust. I wish everybody a safe day, and everybody take care of yourself. This is KE4NTG. Back to net control. Take care, Scott.
Alrighty, Walter, thanks for joining us this morning. Let's go to KE2GGD, Russell, down in Baker's Mills, New York. Good morning. KE2GGD, Russell, are you still with us? Mark Kim is in and out. Let's go down to Jay in Orlando, Florida. K1MCO. Morning, Jay.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everybody on the Brew crew. This is K1MCO in Orlando, Florida. Scott put me down for thin crust. The thin crust, the better. The thinner, the better for me because of, like the other gentleman said, for the diet restrictions. Send it back to you, Scott. Have a great day. Nice to hear you. K1MCO.
Alrighty, Jay. Thanks for joining us. Hope your work day quick for you today. Let's take these other three text check-ins here. We got N6QDY, PE3XTD, and W4PPX. Let's go to Don in Hollywood, W4PPX. Good morning, Don.
Hey, good morning, Scott, and everybody on the Brew crew this morning. Special good morning to my friend Walter. Put me down for thin crust. 7-3, hope everybody has a good day. W4PPX. Back to you, Scott.
Already, Don, thin it is. Thanks for joining us. Next up, PE3XTD, Eric in Gravenhurst, Ontario, Canada. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, everybody. Lovely morning here. Raining and cool. I'm a regular crust guy. Back to you.
Alrighty, Eric, thanks for joining us this morning. Have a good day. N6 QDY, David out in Sacramento, California. Good early morning.
Hey, good morning, Scott, Vicky, the Brew crew, and everybody in the Zoom room, N6QDY. Yeah, put me down for all. I like that answer if that's possible. All works out for me. And forgive the barrage of emails. I've been having email issues this morning, so you might get me in there 2-3 times, so go ahead and ignore those. My apologies. I had to go through the text line this morning, so not sure what's going on my end. And 8 more days, I'll break 100 check-ins. I'm looking forward to that. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for doing what you're doing, and I'm back to net controls. Have a good day. N6QDY.
Alrighty, David, you have yourself a good day. Appreciate you joining us. Let me acknowledge a couple more text check-ins here that came in, and we'll take regular check-ins. We had W2RBC Randy, KQ4 UAM Kevin, and KC0EQA Douglas. Who else do we have out there that looking to join us this morning on the Morning Brew? Please come with your call signs twice and slowly.
Kilo Echo 2, Charlie, Charlie, Kilo, Kilo Echo 2, Charlie, Charlie, Kilo.
Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Zulu X-ray, KC5CZX.
Kilo Charlie 3, Lima Alpha Victor. Kilo Charlie 3, Lima Alpha Victor.
Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra, Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo.
November Alpha 2, Bravo and A2B.
You're a Sierra, KA5GSS.
Kilo Echo 8, Sierra Mike November, KE8 SMN. Good morning. In and out today.
Delta Lima 6 Mike Charlie Kilo. Delta Lima 6 Mike Charlie Kilo.
Alrighty, let's hold it up there for a moment. Let me recognize who we have here, and there was one that we didn't get that I know that I'll ask about in a minute. We got, let's see, via the text, we had KR4EMM Vince, we had DL6 MCK Peter, we had KE8SMN Jeff up in Rochester Hills, Michigan, was in and out today. We had KA5 GSS Shane, NA2B Charlie and Birdie, N2BH Bill, VA3 YBS Bill, KC3 LAD Mike in the mobile. We had KC5 CZX Daryl, KE2 CCK Matt, and the rest of them I acknowledged. We had a station coming in on the Rush, New York repeater. It was kind of noisy. If you were out trying to get in on that Rush repeater, please come again with your call sign twice and slowly. Yeah, I got something KE2EL or something like that. Let's try it one more time. If not, I'm not sure. We're going to have to wait till you get closer or something. KE2ELI. KE2ELI. We got you that time, Jeff. Alrighty. Let me see here. Your mobile, let me take you first here while I got you in range. The question of the day, we're talking pizza. Thin crust, regular, or deep dish? KE2ELI, are you still with me? We'll come back to him in a moment. Let's go up to the other mobile, KC3LAV, Mike in Lidditz, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning to everyone on the crew this morning. This is KC3LAV, Mike of Warwick Township, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Beautiful green, sunny day, bright sunny sky. Oh boy, gorgeous day here. We'll answer with thin crust pizza for our household. Thank you very much. Have a great day, everyone. KC3LAV, back to you, Scott. We're clear.
Alrighty, thank you, Mike. You have yourself a good day. Appreciate you joining us. Next up, one of our team members, Randy, W2RBC, who you can hear probably at 10 o'clock this morning. Him and Roger on the 20-meter net. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone on the morning brew. My favorite pizza would be regular crust. And Scott, as you said, I'd like to invite everyone to the ECR 20-meter net. We'll be on at 10 o'clock Eastern today on 14.317 megahertz. Come and join Roger and me. Make a contact or just listen. Looking forward to seeing you. Back to net control, 73 to all, W2RBC.
Alrighty, thanks, Randy, and I don't imagine Roger will be running QRB either. KQ4 UAM, Kevin in Interlaken, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the crew. Would be regular crust and extra anchovies always. KQ4 UAM, back to the net. Appreciate everything y'all do.
Ooh, you had me there till you mentioned the anchovies. Have a good day, Kevin. Appreciate you joining us. This is W2BLT. And the question of the day, we're talking pizza. Thin crust, regular, or deep dish? Let's go to KC0EQA, Douglas in Hastings, Nebraska. Good morning.
Good morning to the Brew crew. This is KC0EQA, Doug in Hastings. A little cool out this morning, not bad for the weather today. And I'm going to say regular crust, but I do like stuffed crust. You didn't mention that one, but anyway. Other than that, I don't have anything else. KC0EQA.
Alrighty, thanks. Yeah, and the stuff part of it, that's really only the rim of the pizza. That's not the body of the pizza. Have a good day, Douglas. Appreciate it. KE2CCK, Matt in Frankfurt, New York. Good morning.
Here, good morning. How are you? Hope everybody's doing good this morning. I don't know. Growing up, I've had both, and to be honest, I enjoy both. Sicilian, which would be deep dish, and thin crust pizza. I kind of got the best of both worlds here in New York, so it's really the quality of it, you know. So if you get good quality, they both taste pretty good. It's KE2CCK, back to net.
Alrighty, thanks, Matt. Appreciate you joining us. Next up, Daryl, KC5CZX, out near Lubbock, Texas. Good morning, Daryl.
Well, good morning to everybody on the brew, and I prefer the original crust for my pizza. So back to net, KC5CZX.
Thanks, Daryl. You have yourself a fine day. VA3YBS, Bill in Dunnville, Ontario, Canada. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Scott, and everybody else on the crew. I have to go with the regular crust on my pizza. VA3YBS, back to you, Scott.
Alrighty, Bill, regular it is. Have yourself a good day, and thanks for joining us. Next up, one of your hosts here on the Morning Brew, Bill in Palmyra, N2BH. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody. Thin and crispy, thin crust. And today's Thursday, we'll be going for a motorcycle ride. Hopefully the rain will hold off. N2BH.
Alrighty, Bill. I hope it does hold off for your ride. Have a good day, and thanks for joining us. NA2B, Charlie and Birdie down in Sun City Center, Florida. Morning, Charlie.
Cool morning. Definitely go with the Birdie's a thin crust, so, you know, Mama's always right, so we'll have to go with it. Between you, I know I like the thick and chewy, but it's all good. Have a good day. Thanks for what you do. NA2B, back to that.
All right, Charlie, never fight City Hall. Have a good day. Appreciate you joining us. KA5 GSS Shane out in Beaumont, Texas. Good morning.
Everybody on the brew, this is KA5 GSS. Put me down for thin crust. Thin crust only. KA5 GSS, back to net. 7-3.
Alrighty, thank you. You have yourself a good day, and appreciate you being here. Next up, DL6MCK, Peter over in Germany. Good morning, Peter. I don't know how much pizza you eat over there, but thin crust, regular, or deep dish pizza?
Thank you so much, dear. This is Delta Lima 6 Mike Charlie Kilo. I like the regular crust. And when I'm in California, then I used to eat always Pizza Hut. There's a very good food there. 73 from near Munich. You have a very nice day. You have a good day too. Bye-bye.
Alrighty, Peter, regular it is. Thanks for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your day. KR4 EMM, Vince in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone on the crew. I love it all, but if I had to be forced to for a decision, I'd have to go with the regular crust. Well done, and a little sausage, mushrooms doesn't hurt. Have a great day, everyone, and Scott, back to you.
Alrighty, thanks, Vince. Appreciate you joining us. Let's see if Jeff in West Henrietta's in there. KE2ELI, are you in there? I'm sorry, Jeff. You're just not making it. I'll mark you as in and out today. Appreciate you joining us and trying, but just not cutting it, not holding a repeater. Let's go to WD8KOB, Rod in Madison, West Virginia. Good morning.
Well,
good morning, Ned, and hope everybody's having a good day. My answer to the question would be deep dish for sure. Have a great day. WD8KOV.
All right, thank you, Rob. Deep dish it is. And this is W2BLT. Let me acknowledge some more text check-ins, and then we'll take regular check-ins and run them all. We had N5CHB Chuck, KI5PMI Bill, N8ZFH Gary, K4 DJC, Diamond AB7 KT Kenneth, KY4MB Scott, N0CKV Mark, and W2AJV. With that, let's see who else wants to join us this morning. Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile. Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile. In and out today, please.
KO4CLD, KO4CLD.
KR4EXB, Kilo Romeo 4, Echo X-Ray Victor. Good morning. Kilo Delta 6, Delta India Quebec, KD6DIQ, in and out. Alrighty, let's hold it up there, recognizing from the bottom up. We have KD6DIQ, Todd out in Yucca Valley, California. We had VA3CRF, Vern up in Waterdown, walking around. We had KR4EXP, John, KO4CLD, Micah, KE2GAT, Walter in Limbrook, New York, was in and out. We have AA5JW, James in a mobile, and I acknowledged the rest. Let's go to a couple of mobiles we have, and then we'll run everybody else. Let's go to VA3CRF, Vern up in Waterdown, Ontario, Canada. Good morning, Vern.
Good morning, Scott and Vicky and everybody on the net. Thanks for picking me up. Another cool morning, a little bit cloudy. I think we're going to get some rain this afternoon. I think the temperature's probably 58. Scott, I did not hear the question. Can you repeat it for me?
Why, certainly, Vern. We're talking pizza today. Thin crust, regular crust, or deep dish?
Scott, I would definitely go with thin crust. Thin crust for me, Scott. I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you so much for doing it, Scott. VA3CRF73.
Alrighty, thank you, Vern. Appreciate you joining us. And the other mobile, Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey, James in Spring. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Scott and Vicky. Thank y'all for running the net this morning. Good morning, Brew Crew. This is Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile. James in Spring, mobile into Houston for work today. Looking at a beautiful sunrise on the horizon here. It's a great day to be alive. Now, to the question at hand. And this one is a really good one because I love me some pizza. For me, it's all about a hand-tossed dough. My wife likes the thin crust, but I love a good hand-tossed crust, and it's got to be freshly made. I'm not a big fan of the corporate pizza world where the pizza dough's been sitting around for days. With that, I'll say 7-3, hand it back to that. Everybody have a blessed day and stay safe out there. This is Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile. We'll be monitoring.
Alrighty, James, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it and have a good day. All right, let's go to the top of this list. N5CHB, Chuck in Sugar Land, Texas. Good morning, Chuck.
Morning, Brew Crew. Happy Thursday. Happy Friday to me. I'm off tomorrow. I'm going to go with thin crust. Thin crust pizza for me, and while we may not all agree on the type of crust, we all must agree that pineapple does not belong on pizza. 73, then 5, CHB.
Alrighty, Chuck, you're preaching to the choir here this morning. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us. KI5, VMI, Bill in Hobbs, New Mexico. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Everybody on the brew. Put me down for the original style, please. Rest of the day, do some work. Hope everybody has a great day. KI5 BMI. Back to that.
All right, thank you, Bill. Appreciate you joining us this early. N8ZFH, Gary in Woodhaven, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and crew. Happy Thursday to all. And please put me down for regular crust. N8ZFH, back to net. Hope everybody has a great day.
Regular it is. Thanks for joining us, Gary. Appreciate it. K4, DJC, Donald in Huntsville, Alabama. Good morning, Donald. K4, DJC, Donald in Huntsville, Alabama. You still with us? Right along. Let's go to Kenneth in Las Vegas, Nevada. AB7KT. Good morning.
This is AB7KT, the Villages, Florida. Yeah, good morning to everybody. I like all pizza. I've never met a pizza I didn't like. I had a frozen pizza yesterday out of my own oven, and it was good too. I like them all. Everybody have a great day. 7-3.
Alrighty, thank you. Enjoy the day, Kenneth. Let's up Scott, KY4NB down in Memphis, Tennessee. Good morning.
Scott, everybody on the brew crew, sorry for the delay there. There was the KY4NB. I was listening to barbecue land here where I'm going to go with Kenneth. I have not met a pizza I did not like. So if there's a category for all, if not, I'll pick one thin crust, but I like them all. And yes, I'll be the one to disagree about the pineapple. A good Hawaiian pizza with pineapple is actually pretty good. And if you could have it in Hawaii, I'm sure that would be even better. KY4NB, back to you, Scott, and the net. Oh, how about a pizza with bacon, lettuce, and tomato? 7-3's all. Happy Thursday.
Well, the bacon and tomato would be okay. You don't want the lettuce on there, though. Have a great day, Scott. Appreciate you being here. N0CKV, Mark in Plymouth, Minnesota. Good morning, Mark. And talking pizza, we like thin crust, regular, deep dish, or all of them?
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, Brew Crew, the rest of the net. Thin crust for me. And 0CKV, back to net.
Alrighty, Mark, you have yourself a fine day. W2AJV, Anthony in Atco, New Jersey. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. And good morning, everyone on the net. Thank you for doing it. You're doing a great job. I'll take any kind of pizza. Any kind of pizza at all. Whether it's thin crust, regular crust, or deep dish. W2AJV, back to 7-3 clear.
Alrighty, thanks for joining us this morning, and you have yourself a great day. Next up, let's go to KO4 CLD Micah in Tuscumbia, Alabama. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Well, I like deep dish, but unfortunately, I had Chicago-style deep dish, and living down here in the South, that poses a problem because I haven't found any that is as good as the deep dish that I had at the food fair in Chicago. So that was a long time ago, before I even got married, but that's what I like, KO4 CLD. Back to you, Scott.
Alrighty, thank you, Micah. And I don't know if you have Little Caesars down there in Tuscumbia, but my boy gets deep dish from there all the time, and he likes it. That's about the only pizza he likes from there, but he likes their deep dish. Have a good day, and thanks for joining us. This is W2BLT. Let's go to KR4EXV. John in High Springs, Florida. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Sorry for the delay there. I am a thin crust pizza guy. Used to like deep dish and then kind of got away from it, and I'm enjoying the thin crust now. KR4 EXV. Back to net.
Alrighty, John, thin it is. You have yourself a good day. Let's run these three text check-ins that came in while I was running that list. We had VE3TCS, KO4QMM, and KC2JZE. Let's go to Bob in Hamburg, KC2JZE. The question of the day, we're talking pizza. Thin crust, regular, or deep dish? Good morning, Bob.
As somebody has said already, I never met a pizza I didn't like. I'm not real fond of the thin style crust from New York City. Here in Western New York, most of your pizzas are a nice doughy, fairly thick, not Chicago style. But again, most pizza, yeah, I'll eat it. Have a great day, everyone. KC2JZ.
Thank you, Bob. And we are really blessed here in Buffalo with the pizza that we have. People don't realize just how good it is. Next up, the host of 20-meter net, and my buddy from the Tech Net, Roger, KO4 QMM down in Umatilla, Florida. Good morning, Roger.
Good morning, Mr. Scott and the Brew crew. Hope you're all having a great morning there. I'm sure you are with that weather. And you can put me down for thin crust. Seems like the older you get, the less dough you want. I used to like everything on there, you know, all the dough and deep crust and all that, but now let's keep it thin. And looking forward to the 20-meter net. Got the portable hex beam up. I got to go out there and hand crank it towards the north and put the power up. So yeah, put your QRP rigs aside and put the power up and come join us. 14.317 give or take. We'll see you there at 10 a.m. KO4QMM clear.
Well, thank you, Roger. And you have yourself a fine day. VE3TCS, Tim in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Morning, Tim.
Morning, Scott and Vicky. VE3TCS Mobile. We're eastbound to Toronto and then north to go camping for 4 days. And we are very fortunate to live in the city that has the best pizza in Canada. And we prefer thin crust, slightly well done, with garlic butter around the edges. Everybody have a great day. VE3TCS, back to Scott and net control. Over.
Garlic butter around the crust. Now you people are starting to talk my lingo. Thanks for joining us, Tim. You have yourself a good day. Alrighty, let me acknowledge a couple more text check-ins here, and then we'll take some regular ones and run them all together. We had KR4CKC Bill, K8BACL, N2 TQD Kenneth in Lakewood, New Jersey. Who else do we have this morning looking to join us? Please come with your call signs twice and slowly.
November 8th, Whiskey, Juliet Lima.
W7,
November
OMH,
8th,
Mobile,
Whiskey, Juliet
in and
Lima.
out, good morning.
K8UFM.
K2IER, K2IER, in and out.
Mobile, in and out. Kilo Echo 4, Zulu Yankee Quebec, Joe and Clinton Township. Kilo Echo 4, Zulu Yankee Quebec.
Kilo Quebec 4. Kilo Delta 2, November Lima Mobile, KD2NL Mobile.
November 4, November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo.
KF8, CWF, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie, Whiskey Foxtrot. KD0, November 2, India, Sierra Kilo.
Victor
November 2, India, Sierra Kilo.
Kilo 6 Lima, November India. This is K6 LNI, Hayward, California. All will be in and out.
Kilo Delta 2.
Kilo Charlie 3, Yankee Victor Delta.
YUY.
Kilo Charlie 3, Yankee Victor Delta from Pennsylvania, in and out.
Charlie Mike Tango, K2 CMT.
Kilo 4, Kilo Sierra, K4 RKS. Kilo Alpha 3, Kilo Tango Juliet. Kilo Alpha 3, Kilo Tango Juliet, in and out. Tango Golf Clear Limit, Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
Alrighty, let's hold it up there for just a moment. That last station that came in on the GM repeater in Detroit, could you try it again, please, twice?
November, Victor Echo 3, Tango Golf, November.
Alrighty, Tim. Yeah, she had you there. I just didn't hear it. Recognized VE3TGN. We had VA3 KTJ Jinsik was in and out this morning. We got K4 RKS Rob, K2 CMT Mike, KD2 YUI Charles. We had KC3 YVD William in Valencia, Pennsylvania was in and out. We had K6 LNI Lancelot in Hayward, California was in and out. We had a KB0 VKL Joseph, N2 ISK Bob, W2 AJR Andy, K4 GDS Gil, KF8 CWF Brian, N4 RHE Roger, KD2NL Chip, KE4 ZYQ Joe. We had a K2IUR, which was said it was in and out. If your call sign sounded like K2IUR, could you come back with it again, please?
K82IER, K82IER.
Alrighty there, we got you, Rich. We had a K8 UFM, Randall in Brownstown Township was in and out. We had N8 WJLJ. We had W7 OMH, Mike and Wading River was in and out this morning, and the rest of them I acknowledged. That's going to do a list for me. Let's go up to K4 CKC, Bill in the villages in Florida. Question of the day, Bill, talking pizza, thin crust, regular or deep dish? Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I am a thin crust pizza. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. That's all I know. KR4CKC, you all have a great day.
All right, thank you, Bill. Appreciate you being here. Next up, one of your hosts here on the Morning Brew, K8BAC, Al up in Britain, Michigan, with some new internet, I hope. Good morning, Al.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody on the Brew Crew. Yes, it's almost like being thrust into the 2000s. As far as the question goes, prefer thin crust, but I also prefer it to actually be cooked. Nothing worse than getting a pizza and it's doughy in the center. So yeah, cook that baby up, make the crust just a little bit crispy. Everybody have a great day. Back to you, Scott, KBAC.
Alrighty, thank you, Al, and appreciate you joining us. N3DQD, Ray, down in Beaver, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Scott and Vicky and everybody else in there this morning. Well, this morning we are in Horse Heads, New York for the next few days. And as far as pizza concerned, I like the thin crust, but I'll eat any pizza. It really doesn't matter. Back to you. This is N3DQD.
Alrighty, thank you, Ray. Have a great day and enjoy your time away there. N8WJL, Jay of Detroit, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Well, I like all pizzas. Only pizza except Domino's. I don't know if you guys know about Domino's. I don't too much care for that one. Back to you, Net Control. This is N8WJL.
Alrighty, yeah, thank you, Jay. Yeah, I know Domino's. That's what we play in the wintertime here at night when there's nothing to do. Appreciate you joining us. You have yourself a great day. Let's get on to KE4, ZYQ, Joe in Clinton Township, Michigan. Good morning.
Yeah, KE4ZYQ here in Clinton Township, Michigan. Good morning to the Net Control, all on the net, and Vicky especially. And thin crust. As I get older, like one of the other gentlemen said, check into that. Less, more food, and the crispiness and crunch of a thin crust is good. Had somebody they serve a thick crust, I'd eat it, but I normally cook thin. But thanks to all the facilitators and Vicky too, and the Morning Brew from KE4ZYQ.
All right, Joe, thanks for joining us. Have yourself a great day. KD2NL, Chip in Cincinnati, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. As far as my pizza goes, I like regular crust and not thin crust, the pan pizza. So I'll say 73 and back to that KD2NL Mobile.
Alrighty, Chip, you have yourself a good day. Thanks for being here. Next up, Roger, N4, RHE in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Top of the morning, Roger.
W2BLT, and the rest of the day to yourself, Scott, and clever cousin Vicky. Always good to hear your positive attitude. November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. In keeping with your positive attitude, all pizza is good. But I prefer old Chicago deep dish with everything on it. Clean out the refrigerator, sweep up the kitchen floor, and don't forget the hot peppers, Scott. November 4, Roger Ham Enthusiast. Return to net.
Ooh, that's a spicy proposition. Thanks for joining us, Roger. Appreciate it. Next up, KF8 CWF, Brian in Warren, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody on the morning brew. I will not reject a piece of pizza unless it has anchovies on it, but I prefer a deep dish pizza from Buddy's, the original location on 6th and Conant here in Detroit. And in a bind, I will do the in-between crust hot and ready at Little Caesars. Have a great day, KF8 CWF, back to net control.
Alrighty, thanks, Brian. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Next up, K4 GDS, Gil in Orlando, Florida. Good morning, Gil.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone on the brew. I'm a thin crust person. Got to keep the carbs down. K4 GDS, back to that.
Thanks, Gil. Thin it is. Let's go to W2 AJR, Andy in Cheektowaga, New York. Good morning, Andy.
Sorry about that, Scott. Good morning. Couldn't find the app on my phone there for a second. Good morning, everybody on the crew. Well, it's going to be a deep dish, and it hopefully is Sicilian with some onions and mushrooms and peppers on it. 7-3, everybody. Have a great day. Back to you, Scott.
Well, that does work. Thanks for joining us, Andy, and have a good day. Next up, N2 ISK, Bob in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and crew. I have to say, I prefer the thick crust, and unfortunately, some people don't like it, but I prefer it with anchovies, so there you go. Have a good day all. N2ISK.
Alrighty, Bob, thanks for joining us, and you have yourself a fine day. KB0 VKL, Joseph in Bernard, Iowa. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Quick answer to your question is, the older I get, the more I lean towards the thin crust. That being said, I can't get my all-time favorite anymore. That was when it was in the 80s when I worked at a pizza chain in Oklahoma City, and they sold one that was in between thin and thick, and was called Sicilian. It was perforated with what looked like a wallpaper, and it was a unique cook. Let's put it that way. KB0 VKL.
Yeah, that sounds pretty unique. Have a good day, and thanks for joining us. Next up, KD2YUY, Charles in Syracuse, New York. Good morning, Charles.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody listening in on the brew. Good morning, Vicky. Put me down for all. I haven't met a pizza that I didn't like. And, by the way, not in Syracuse. Still on the road, still camping. Erin, New York, not too far from Horseheads. Now you got me craving breakfast pizza. Haven't had one of those in a little while. 73, all back to net control, KD2YUY.
Thanks, Charles. And in the 5 years since I retired, I haven't had a piece of breakfast pizza. Have a good day. Next up, one of our team members here on the East Coast, Reflector, K2CMT, Mike down in DeBerry, Florida. Good morning, Mike, and thin crust, regular or deep dish for you?
Good morning, Scotty and Miss Vicky. Thin crust, always. Don't want to waste all those carbs and make less room for all the toppings on top. And I'm glad to see that the morning brews come back to sensible questions like it should be. Food questions. I love my food questions. This is K2CMT.
All righty. Thank you, Mike. Have a good day. Next up, K4 RKS, Rob in Pensacola, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott and the crew. You know, I've been eating the thin crust, but my favorite is the Chicago style deep dish. So I love pizza, and I really like that style. We used to have a place called Godfather's here. It made really good Chicago style deep dish. With that, I'll turn it back over to you guys. Have a great day. It's K4RKS.
Alrighty, thanks for joining us, Rob. We appreciate it. And speaking of the Godfather, it's time to turn it over. Thanks to everybody who checked in with me this morning. Everybody have a great day. We're going to turn it over to Dick, WB2JPQ, and thanks to Vicky on the log this morning. This is W2 BLT73. It's all yours, Dick.
Godfather was getting a little bit upset. 84 check-ins. I didn't think Vicky and I would have any left for the second hour. Good job, Scott. Good morning, everyone. This is Dick, WB2JPQ, and I'll pick up where Scott left off this morning. Vicky and I will take a few minutes on, a few minutes off today, and be bringing you the second hour. A couple of announcements. As always, we will be doing the second cup tomorrow at 9. So come join us at 9 right after the morning brew. Like was mentioned, Roger's 20-meter net 14317 will be happening at 10 o'clock on here today. So come join Roger, and especially come join our youth net on Friday night at 8 o'clock. Bring your sons, daughters, have third party, or if you got a ham, better yet, come in our Zoom room early. Come in around 7 o'clock in the East Coast Reflector Zoom room. We're trying to get the kids and their parents in our Zoom room, light them up a little bit, get them where they would like to talk on the radio, and perhaps make some new hams. So certainly come join us. All right, business at hand this morning. I want to start with Tim in Windsor, Ontario. VE3TGN. Good morning, Tim. And our question this morning, talking pizza, thin crust, regular, or deep dish? Tim, VE3TGN, Windsor, Ontario. Are you with me, Tim?
VE3TCS, yeah, he's with you there, Dick.
We're not hearing. There must be an issue with that repeater again. I got to move on here. Maybe if he gets, I'll leave him, I won't check him off here. We'll try to come back to him. Jamie, good morning. KD2TLP. What about you in the pizza department? TLP. One and done. Vicky, maybe he was in and out. I know Mike in Valley Springs is always here. Good morning, Mike, K6AAN.
Well, good morning, Dick. Everybody on the Brew Crew. Officially, it's regular, but I like them all. Pizza addict for sure. Back to net control. Everyone have a great day. This is K6AAN.
Like them all. I didn't think we had a category for all, but I guess we do. Good morning, Joel, KC2GRN.
Good morning, Dick and Vicky and everybody on the morning crew.
KC2GRN. Thank you guys for what you do, keeping this net going, lively and robust every day. As far as pizza style, it's got to be thin crust. Got to be thin crust. You know, and the advantage of having thin crust is it's easy to eat 2 slices at a time. Yeah, what you do is just stack them up, fold them up in the middle, and you're off and gone. Anyway, KC2GRN back to net.
Thank you, Joel. Yeah, it's a pretty fast-paced net. I think Scott had 85 check-ins on his first hour. Good morning, Jeff. KE0GKF.
Good morning, Brew Team. Good morning, Dick. Pizza is my biggest weakness in the food category. Let's go with thin crust. Have you ever tried, though, that stuffed crust with the cheese in the edge of the crust baked in there? Ooh, that's good. But put me down for thin crust. You skip all that breading. Got collagen in my coffee this morning. You know, it keeps an older guy young and sprucey. I said sprucey. We'll see you all tomorrow with Bill, Vicky, myself, and you, Dick, tomorrow morning for the net. Have a great morning, everyone. Back to you, Dick.
Yeah, thin crust is my choice as well, Jeff. Good morning, Richard. And for RSM. You all broke up. If that was you, Richard, on the one of the DMI bridges. I'll leave you open here. We'll come back to you. I'll go to KD4QIP in Huntsville, Alabama. Good morning. You with me in Huntsville? KD4QIP. You guys text in and they get on our blacklist. And let me tell you, you don't want to get on our blacklist. Your text line will never work. Let's go to Bob. KQ8U, Ecorse, Michigan. Good morning.
Morning, Dick, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. I guess I like the thin crust. I can't remember last time I had thin crust. Everybody have a good day. 7-3, KQ8U, back to that.
Good day, Bob. I just looked, and I guess tonight is our only night off in the whole month. This is he's looking at what we had going. We have nothing going tonight. This is the only night we have off. No East Coast Reflector activities tonight. Wow. What will I do with a whole night off? See you later, Bob. Jim, Easton, Pennsylvania, KD3ADQ. What's going to be on your pizza? Or how do you like your pizza, I should say?
Good morning, Dick, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew. I like my pizza, the deep dish, pan pizza, whatever they call it. Back to you, Dick, KD3ATQ.
Let's go to Bill, North Fort Myers, Florida, WHK. How do you like your pizza? Bill, thin crust, regular, or deep dish?
Good morning. Well, I have to say I like it deep dish. The thick crust is great. We have a pizza place here down in Southwest Florida. It's called Jets. I'm sure there are other places too, but they make what they call the Detroit pizza, but it's thick crust. They put it in a square tin to make the edges caramelized. Oh, it's great. Now, I've been doing some reading, and I read about how pizzas, depending on how many toppings you have on it, pizza is nature's perfect food. It's got everything you need. Okay, I'll turn it back to you. This is WAWHK. Have a great morning, Dick. 7-3.
Well, you as well, Bill. You know, it's a big, you talk about pizza all the time, you know. All the years I used to winter in Florida, in Central Florida, I could only find one place, one mom and pop shop that had anything that came close to buffalo pizza. But, you know, it's just my preference. It's like a fish fry. You can't get a fish fry in Florida. It's chip and fish and chips, I guess they call it. You know, my friends come up and I take them for a fish fry, and they say, "Oh, this is what a fish fry is?" Because every gin mill in Western New York has a fish fry on Friday night, because that's what we do on Friday nights. Let's get a list started. Vicky's going to come in here and take a few. Let me get a list started for anybody, anywhere, slowly and orderly. And this is Dick, WB2JPQ. Foxtrot, Bravo Mike. November 2, United Hotel India, and CUHI in and out.
November 8, Hotel Lima, November. November 8, Hotel Lima, November. Morning, in and out.
November 7, Foxtrot, Golf Papa, N7FGP.
KD2 IWN J5 Kilo Juliet 5 Mike Echo Lima Jose in Austin, Texas.
KD4 QIP. I missed a call back earlier. Had to reset my node. Kilo Delta 4 Quebec India Pop. Park Music Deep.
Zero RD, November 0, Romeo November, in and out.
Alright, well, up there we've got N0 RNE, in and out, KD4 QIC, KJ5 MEL, KD2 IWN, N7 FGP, N9 EHT, in and out, N8 HLM, N2 UHI, in and out, and to start we'll go to KO4 FBM Jose. Pizza crust, regular, thin, or deep dish?
Good morning, Vicky. They will be for me for the rest of the day. Few jobs to do today. 73, have a nice day.
Alright, thank you. Next up, Mike. N8 HLS.
Good morning, Vicky, Dick, and the crew. My preference would be the deep dish, specifically Jet's Pizza here in Michigan, and that earlier station mentioned they have it in Florida also, but that's a mighty fine pizza. So back to that, 73, HLN.
Yeah, you just can't live too far outside of Detroit and not say Detroit deep dish. N7 SGP, Scott.
Good morning, Vicky and Dick. Thanks for doing the net today. You know, such a hard choice. So early in the morning, I'm going to go with deep dish. Thanks for doing the net, N7FGP.
Thanks for stopping by. And KD2 IWN.
Morning, Vicky, and everybody on the Brew crew. I like them all. Brick oven, thin crust, deep dish, regular. As long as the sauce is good and there's enough cheese, I'm all set. For Western New York, you're right. You know, Dick hit it on the head. There's nowhere you get outside of Western New York. Take good luck. But I'm sure there is some out west, like in Chicago and stuff too. We're spoiled. 73, 82 IWM.
Thanks for stopping by. Jose, KJ5, MEO.
As far as pizzas, I like them all. But my preference is deep dish and a lot of ingredients to it. A lot of toppings. Bless you all. Have a great day. Good morning to the brew. Thank you, Vicky and Dick, running the net.
Thank you, Jose. Pile full of toppings with a little bit of crust it is. KD4 QIP.
Morning, Vicky and the net, and Dick. I'm sorry, I missed your call back earlier. I had to reset my notes. First time I did that, clear why. Down for deep dish, I like too many toppings for a thin crust. Back to net, KD4 QIP.
Thank you. Last on this is W2 CJN.
Vicky and Dick, I like thin crust pizza. Thank you very much for doing the net. Have a great day.
Thank you, Charles. On the text checker, we've got K2 EPM, but first going to take some more check-ins. This is Vicky, K8 EY. More check-ins twice and fully, please.
Kilo Juliet 5, Delta X-Ray Bravo. Kilo Juliet 5, Delta X-Ray Bravo.
Whiskey Bravo 5, India Tango Tango, WB5ITT. K4 PJM, K4 PJM. Kilo Alpha 1, Delta Mike Alpha, KA1, DMA, in and out.
November 8th,
Romeo Whiskey Foxtrot, 78RWF. Good morning, Vicky. Please check me in and out. That's in and out.
KQ4 UZG. KQ4 UZG.
Alright, well, hold on just a second. We had KQ4 UZG and 1 WEB. And 8 RWF was... Sorry, KA1 DMA. K4 PJM WB5ITG, KJ5 DXD, and K2 EPM. There's somebody on the GM repeater, BA3. Can you please come again? VA3. might be having a hard time. We will go first to KQ4 UZG. Ken, your pizza, thin crust, regular, or deep dish?
Thin crust. I like it crunch. KQ4 UZG, back to net.
Thin crust it is. Next up, K2 EPM, Ed.
K2 EPM, good morning, Vicky and the net. Well, I'm from New York, so I'm a discerning pizza lover. But I'm going to go with the regular crust. But on the well done side, K2 EPM, back to net control.
Thank you. Oh, sorry, thank you, Ed. And next up, Frank, KJ5 DXB.
KJ5 DXB, good morning, Vicky, Dick, and everybody. Tough decision. I like it all. Thanks for the check-in. KJ5 DXB, back to you, Vicky.
All works. Chris, WB5 ITT.
Good morning, Vicky, and the rest of the morning brew. And for me, it's thin crust. Occasionally, I like a deep dish pan style, but usually the thin crust with loaded toppings for me. WB5 ITT.
Sounds good. Thanks for stopping by. Perry from Leesburg, KD4 PJM.
4 PJM, good morning, Vicky, and everybody on the morning brew. Yeah, I guess we have to go with regular because we just get regular pizza all the time. But I do remember those deep dish pizzas from school that were oh so good. Everybody have a great morning. K4 PJM, back to net.
Thanks for stopping by. Next up, Web N1 WEB.
Thank you, Vicky. Put me down for thin crust. A good cracker thin crust is just a great pizza. I like them all, but put me down for thin. And 1 WEB.
Thank you and have a good day. KT4 UCG. Sorry, forgot to mark him off. Next up, KK7ZSH.
Vicky, good morning, everybody on the Brew crew. Excuse me. I hope everyone's having a great morning. Got a little bit of a frog in my throat, but I'm going to go with thin crust pizza. Just too much dough is just too much for me, I guess. Everybody, 73s, KK7 CSH.
Thank you, Jason. And Ariel, W4RHC. We could hear you trying to come in, but we didn't get a single word. Maybe try again if you get a little bit. Thanks for stopping by. Terry, KF4ACB, pizza crust thin, regular, or deep dish?
my node identifier. It is KF4ACB, Ed in Harrogate. And, well, generally thin crust. I like a regular crust too. Mushroom, pepperoni, and extra sauce.
Thank you and have a good day. Doug, KF8DRJ.
Good morning, Vicki. Had to make sure I had the reflector there. Greetings from Allen Park, about 45 minutes north of you. Put me down for regular. We call jets and order the hand-tossed. And I guess the closest thing to your pole would be regular. So, yeah, they're really good. Have a good day, everybody. Is KF8DRJ. I'm clear.
Thank you, Doug, and have a good day. Next up, Carlos, N1, CBM.
Vicky, Dick, everyone else, good morning. Good day down here in Florida. 82 and clear skies, a few storms to the west, but we'll see what happens throughout the day. I guess we'll know what's going to happen. Rain and more rain in the afternoon. For me, it's thin crust, although I can take any shape or form with a lot of toppings on the pizza, but my preference, if I'm given one, it's going to be thin crust. Back to you, Vicky, and 1 CBM.
Yeah, Florida's too humid to make decent deep dish. Next up, K5, YNU.
Morning, Vicky, everyone on the morning brew crew. Thin crust, back to the net control. You want to have a blast day. K5, YNU.
Thank you, and you too. This is Vicky, K8VKY. Taking more check-ins twice and slowly, please.
This is Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor. Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, Chris, in and out.
November Whiskey 4, Quebec, NW4 Bravo 2. November Whiskey 4, Quebec, NW4Q.
Alright, well, hang on one second. We've got KD8TLV, got NW4Q, and there was a KB2. Can you come again, please? Alright, we'll return back to you. Take more check-ins twice and slowly, please.
Whiskey Alpha 2, Whiskey Kilowatt to HW, WK.
Kilo Bravo 5, Sierra Alpha Victor. Kilo Bravo 5, Sierra Alpha Victor. In and out, and good morning to y'all.
Alrighty, a little technical difficulty on this end. Thanks everybody. This is Tick. I think I lost internet for a fraction of a second there. Not sure what's going on. It's double KB to JPQ. We got KB5SAV and Ron from Amherst, New York, along with Jim, NW4Q. Good morning, Jim. Tell us about your pizza. Thin crust, regular, or deep dish?
Sounding ground, I'm thin. They'd have to be thinned. Good morning to you.
NW4Q, good morning, Jim.
Okay, dig, be thin. Good morning to you.
Well, maybe Jim was in and out. Good morning, Ron, WA2WK.
WK. Thin crust it is. I do not like the thick or the stuff. I'll tell you that right now. Missing the ham shack hotline. I've already my extension for its circular, and hope to get back on that shortly. WK.
Thank you, Ron. And we did get you also, Jeff. Next up, Jason, KB5 SAV.
Situation no good. Transgender. Shooters. No good. The transgenders. Oh, no good.
Speaking of no good, he's gone. Next up, KB5 SAV.
Romeo Yankee, V83ERY, mobile, in and out 73.
Kilo 4, Victor Tango, KK4, VTT, Brooklyn style thin crust. Have a great day.
Kilo Charlie 1, Whiskey Papa Echo. Kilo Charlie 1, Whiskey Papa Echo. Dave from Bridgeport.
Kilo Romeo 4, Charlie Oscar Hotel. No traffic, top of the morning to the net, in and out.
Morning to Hector, KR4COH. Was in and out this morning. You have a nice day, Hector, in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Our friend Chuck from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Lancaster, New York, W2EM. David, KC1WPE. Mike's Problem Child from Kissimmee, Florida, Bruce, KK4VTT, was in and out this morning. Thank you for stopping by, Bruce. BA3ERY, LaSalle, Ontario. Not quite sure where that is. We have Daryl, WB1DXN. Jason, Atlanta, Georgia, K4KU. Well, how were the chances of this? And another Jason, who was in and out this morning, KB5SAV. Guess we're going to start with K4KU. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Dick and Vicky. And actually, I am just turning the radio on. I had an early meeting, so I have not caught the question for the day, Dick.
I just said to myself, I better mention it because Vicky and I have been passing it back and forth here, and I didn't mention it.
Talking pizza this morning, Jason. Thin crust, regular crust, or deep crust?
Oh, that's a good one. I am thin crust all the way, so you can really taste the topping. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. Looks like it's going to be a nice, cool morning here in Atlanta. This is K4KU, back to net.
Thin for you. Let's go to Daryl in New Hampshire. WB1DXN. Tell us about the pizzas up there, Daryl.
WB1DXN here. Hey, good morning, Vicky and Dick and the rest of the morning crew. And I prefer a thin crust. I don't know, I haven't had pizza up here for a long time. Well, I can't say that. The daughter picks some up once in a while in some of the shops around here. And, I prefer a thin crust, though. Everybody, in the last couple of days, well, Monday I had difficulty getting into through D-Star, and yesterday didn't get D-Star through D-Star. I don't know what's going on with that. And maybe you can make a comment or not. Back to net control, WB1DXN.
We have a trouble ticket on D-Star, Daryl, and it was a couple of days ago. We had a trouble ticket on it, and Joe restarted the server, and it was fine. And then we got a ticket yesterday, and he didn't say anything wrong, but I believe he restarted it again. So, yeah, let us know when that stuff happens. We have no way of telling. We know if it goes offline, but we don't know if something is wrong. So, just use the hotline that goes right to my phone and Vicky's phone and Joe's phone. And one of us usually pick up. If not, you can leave a message, because we need to know that stuff. But we'll check on it. You're saying it's okay right now, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'm not sure if it's my local internet activity or one of my hotspots or not. So I wasn't sure, so I did it that way. Back to net control, WB1DXN.
Thank you, Daryl. VA3ERY. Good morning. How about your pizza? Thin crust, regular, or deep dish? ERY. You still with me? From LaSalle, Ontario, Canada. We'll mark one and done. Vicky, go down to David. Go to Connecticut. Bridgeport, Connecticut. Oh no, I'm sorry, yeah, Bridgeport, Connecticut. KC1WPE. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Dick and the morning crew. It's going to be thin crust pizza. Thank you so much, Kilo Charlie 1 Whiskey Papa Echo, back to net control.
David, thin crust it is. Get you down over here for thin crust. That's my favorite as well. What about you, Chuck? W2EM.
Regular for me. Why mess with something when it was made perfect the first time? Anyway, beautiful day in Western New York here, and we have great pizza in Western New York. Unlike other areas of the country that I visited, our pizza is pretty good. Back to net, W2EM. Have a good day, Dick.
Chuck, regular it is, and you're right about Western New York pizza. Stephen from Brooklyn, New York. Good morning, KD2KP.
morning, Dick, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew Crew. For me, regular old New York pizza does me just fine. I hope everyone has a fabulous day. This is 82 KP, back to net control.
Well, in Brooklyn, Stephen, I wouldn't expect anything but have a nice day. Roy, Livonia, Michigan, W8ROY.
Good morning, Dick. Good morning, Vicky. Everyone on the morning brew. Put me down for regular. No fussiness there. I'll take whatever I can get. Everybody have a great day. Whiskey 8, Romeo Oscar Yankee. Back to you, Dick.
And regular it is. Let's take some more check-ins this morning. This is Dick, WB2JPQ, along with Vicky, K8VKY at 41 past the hour. Anybody, anywhere, call signs twice.
November 5 United X-Ray Tango and 5 UXT Angelo in New Orleans.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Echo Golf Oscar. Kilo Foxtrot 8 Echo Chris Mobile.
Kilo Charlie 3 United Lima Juliet. Kilo Charlie 3 United Lima Juliet.
Let me grab it here for a minute. What a train wreck. The station that was on the Fireside Network, you just blew our ears off with such loud, poor audio. We're not even going to attempt to copy your call sign. Whatever there was on the Fireside, we can't see any further than the Fireside, but you're on the Fireside Network. Your audio is terrible. We got Chris from Perrysburg, Ohio, KF8EGO. Good morning to my friend Angelo from New Orleans, N5UXT. KQ4HEF. We got you at the top of the list. And at the very beginning of this train wreck, which we only got 3 out of, there was somebody trying to come in through W3YT on Treasure Island, Florida. Who is that station from Treasure Island area? Harry, you're very, very noisy. We'll leave you down here, Perry, N9ZSA, but you're just all, sounds like a ton of electrical noise. Just a terrible buzzing. Maybe it's on that repeater. Was there anybody else? Let's continue on here with this list. Anybody, anywhere, twice and slowly.
Whiskey 7, Foxtrot Alpha Bravo, W7FAB.
Kilo Charlie 3 United Lima Juliet. Kilo Charlie 3 United Lima Juliet.
0 Echo Foxtrot, AJ0EF.
Echo 2, Delta Lima Tango.
November Whiskey 3 United MW for you. Good morning.
All right, one more time. KC2PET, KC2PET. And we got you, Ross. First time we heard you, KC2PET from Malden, New York. Good morning, my friend. We got David from Gardner, North Carolina, NW3U. And
I know this came in from the new repeater up north. We hope we got it right. It was only given once. KE2 DLT. Dennis? Henderson, New York. We're hoping. Good morning to Joe, KJ0EF. We have Patrick from Philadelphia, KC3ULJ. Anthony from Portland, Oregon, W7FAB. And I think I already acknowledged the rest of these. We have one mobile in here. Chris is mobile from Perrysburg, Ohio. Good morning, KF8EGO. Good morning, Chris. And our question this morning, we're talking about pizzas. Thin crust, regular, or a deep dish? Thanks so much for taking the net. I married a girl from Detroit who kill me for saying regular. Regular is my choice, but every time we get to meet with her, we have to give the choice on it. So everyone has a great day, and I'll put it back to that. All right, Chris, whatever Vicky can pull out of that, I think it was regular. You're very, very, very noisy. Good to hear you. I haven't heard you for a while. Let me go up to the top here. I changed my screen size, and there we go. I'll put it back where it was. KQ4HEF. Good morning.
Good morning, KQ4HEF. Keith in Thompson, Georgia. And good morning to everybody on the net. And for the question is thin crust. KQ4HEF.
Then it is. That's the way I like mine too, Keith. I like the thin crust. I don't like all the heavy, thick crusts. Like somebody said, around the edges, I like that black a little bit, or at least very, very well cooked. I like it really crunchy. Angel, what about New Orleans? N5UXT, what's the pizza situation down there?
Alrighty, good morning to you and everybody on the net. Dick, Angelo here in New Orleans. I have to say we have some pretty good pizza down here. And I'm definitely a thin crust man. With that said, 7-3, back to you, over.
Another one in the thin crust column. Perry, South Pasadena, Florida. Let's see if we can, let's see if I can hear you. Oh, you were extremely noisy. N9ZSA.
73.
Put you down for regular. We heard 7-3. That's all we heard out of that was 7-3. Now, Vicky, did you hear anything different? Nope. So you're good. You're a regular. But we heard 7-3 just fine. Thanks for being there. Let's go to Anthony, Portland, Oregon. W7FAB. Good morning.
Good morning, W7FAB here, and I am in the deep dish column, and I'm going to be clear of the net here in a few minutes, 73.
Deep dish it is, Anthony. It's early out there in Portland. You have a nice day. Let's go to Patrick, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, KC3ULJ. We don't have a lot of Philadelphia people here on our net, but good morning.
Good morning to the net and good morning to the brew. We're from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I prefer the thin crust for the question there. Back unit control.
Patrick, what are you on? We can't. You're on the You're on the Fireside Network. I can't see past. What do you want? Echolink or All Star? What is your gateway?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. We're on the Echolink at this time. We're on the Echolink at this time. Go ahead.
You're very, very hot, very distorted, very hard to understand. You're extremely hot. You need to turn that way down. Go to the disconnect from the Fireside and go to the test reflector on Echolink, and you can adjust that. But you're extremely hot. Joe, what's Seneca, New York? 880EF. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Dick, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew. I'm a regular crust kind of guy. That piece of pizza needs to be able to be held up in your hand with all the toppings on it. With that, I'll turn it back to net control. This is AJ0EF 73.
Joe's just a regular guy. Have a nice day, Joe. Haven't talked to you in a while. The system is Dennis, Henderson, New York. KE2DLT. Good morning.
Good morning. You and the group.
Yeah, You're very noisy, Dennis. Would you repeat your selection? Thin crust, regular, or deep dish?
Yeah, we go with thin crust or regular. Back and forth. We like them both.
Both. I got you down for thin crust. Thanks for being here. Yeah, you're extremely noisy. Good morning to David, NW3U.
Well, good morning to you and everybody out there on the Morning Brew this morning. Hope this finds everybody well. Another nice chilly start down here in North Carolina. Not a complaint, just an observation. It feels nice outside. As for pizza, a regular crust will work for me. It would like a pan pizza if we go that way. There's also a beer that makes just nothing but cheese pizza on a nice thin crust is good. But regular crust will do for me. Thanks a lot for doing that this morning. See if we can get ourselves in here tomorrow morning. 73's NW3U.
Well, if you're late getting in tomorrow is Friday, and Vicky and I will be doing the second cup at 9, so from 9 to 10 if you're sleeping a little bit on Friday. Ross in Alden, New York. Tell us about the pizzas out there in Alden. Ross, good morning.
Good morning, Dick and Vicky. Hope I'm making it in. Had a little connection problem this morning. I don't know, Spectrum's not treating me too well. You could mark me down for thin crust pizza. Can't really handle the dough too much. And I don't know if you remember this, Dick, there used to be a place out in Clarence. I don't know if you've ever been in there, but it's called Pizza Junction. You go and eat one slice. It has so many cheese and toppings on it. You go and have one slice. You were absolutely full after you ate that one slice. So, turn it back to you, Dick. KC2PET.
You remember Pizza Junction. Wasn't a frequent flyer there. That's quite a ways from me, but I can remember stopping there periodically, maybe at work for a slice of pizza or something if I was on the road in that direction. It wasn't in our franchise area, but we bordered it, so. And yeah, I had a little issue this morning. I didn't know what was going on. I saw all the log sheets, or not the log sheets, the monitors, our HubNet monitor and our Reflector monitors, they were all working, and I had no audio on either node here this morning. I have two nodes going, and Vicky said everything was fine. And my
My log sheet was way behind, wasn't catching up, so I don't know what was going on, but it's all straightened out now. A little frustrating, I'm not sure just what it was, but it happens. Good morning to Fred. Looks like you're new to the system, KQ4IXX. KQ4IXX, Fred, via the text line. No Fred. How about Bob in Leesburg, Florida? Good morning, Bob, and I have to ask you, Bob, what'd you think about the results of yesterday's morning brew question? W3ICQ.
Sounds like I was getting stepped on there for a minute. Hope this is clear. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. And if you ever want another one, just let me know. I can be your assistant morning question maker. I don't know if you have that title on the team or not, but if you do, I'll take it. One more item. I'm a thin crust, definitely a thin crust. Back to you, W3ICQ.
Well, I think I told you yesterday, there is a spot on the website for questions for the morning brew. Don't hesitate to put some in there, or just send them directly to me. My call sign at AOL.com works, and we can get you in queue, because we're always looking in the morning. We come down here half asleep, couple minutes to 7, 6:30, quarter to 7, and try to prop our eyes open and pour coffee into us, and then come up with a question, plus get everything set up. So we're always looking for a little help. Thanks, Bob. Thanks for your question yesterday. Rex, Crystal River, Florida, KJ4LXJ.
Good morning to you and all the brew crew. Definitely have to say thin crust on this end. I don't like the doughy, thicker ones. KJ4LXJ, back to the net.
Well, thank you, Sin. It is. Good morning to my friend Dan, W2PUT.
Good morning, Dick. Well, I'm going to go with like a regular buffalo-style pizza, because it's just nothing like the hometown pizza. You can't find that out here in Michigan. There's just something about the crust that you get there. Just can't duplicate it. So we turn to over until we get back, but yeah, we'll go with the regular crust, but it's got to be from Buffalo. Now back to you, W2PUT here in sunny Milan, Michigan.
And Anna, KD3AJN, Beaver, Pennsylvania, but she's not in Pennsylvania. She's up in New York. Am I correct?
Good morning, Dick and the crew in there this morning. You are correct. I'm in Horseheads, New York. Enjoying vacation. I like thin crust, but I'll eat any pizza. Just give me pizza and I'll eat it. You have a great day, KD3AJN.
Thanks, Anna. I'm going to take one more station to round us off at 140 check-ins this morning. One more.
Vector Echo 3, Tango Golf, November. Vector Echo 3, Tango Golf, November. Tim Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
For Victor, Kilo Foxtrot.
November Yankee 2 Oscar. November Yankee 2 Oscar.
Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Sierra Uniform.
guess that one turned into a couple, or turned into three, but that's okay. I'll take them. I got Paul from Lancaster, New York. I got Ken. And my 140th here this morning was really Tim from Windsor, Ontario, the E3TGN. I think we called for you before, Tim, and we didn't hear you. So good morning to you, Tim. And what's it going to be this morning on your pizza? How do you like your pizza? Thin crust, regular, or deep dish?
I like it regular crust, and that, yeah, I didn't think they got through there, so how with that, how long we was taking. Well, he's a little bit in the weather right now, and with a really bad cold and that. So, back to you, and thanks for picking me up. E3TGN and Circular.
Well, you take care of yourself, partner. You don't sound very good this morning. You take care of yourself. And we'll look for you tomorrow morning. Good morning, Ken. N4VKF.
Good morning to the Morning Brew. I will go with regular, being a transplanted New Yorker from Long Island. I guess I would go with regular. Would have to be New York style. I guess they call that Neapolitan or Brooklyn style. Maybe there's a slight difference in there. And 4VKF, back to that.
Regular it is. And last for the day is Paul from Lancaster, New York, KE2CSU. Paul, are you still with me? Not, I don't think that was Paul. Well, thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Some of us, I will see you back here on the second cup tomorrow at 9. Some of the team, of course, will be here at 7. This is Dick, WB2JPQ, and Vicky, KE8VKY. Have a nice day, everybody.